Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem Three Houses. Last time we left off, we kind of just explored the monastery, got some stuff done, and Felix wants to talk to us. Okay, what do you want to talk about?
I thought I heard someone. Are you here to train?
Sure.
Care to train with me?
I don't see why
Moving
not.
this around alone is boring. And I'm tired of crossing swords with worthless opponents. But you seem like a worthy adversary.
Is that so? Sure, why not? I'll think about if I'm worthy. You think I'm worthy? Why not? Show low confidence.
I've always been interested in your technique.
Okay.
I learned from the former captain of the Knights of Seros, and traveled Fodlan fighting as a mercenary. Good sparring partners like you don't grow on trees. But know that
People generally don't, even though I know what
surpass your
I'm
strength.
saying. I want to focus on becoming stronger.
Why? I never really thought about that. I learned to thrust a sword before I learned to write my name. Of course, my upbringing wasn't unique. That's how it is for all children in my country. You're no use if you can't swing a sword, however mighty your crest may be. It was the perfect environment for me. I could live free of stodgy values and virtues. Grow strong so you may live, and live to grow stronger. That's what I was taught.
Okay. Do you have other admirations? You remind me of myself. Do you have other admirations towards this?
Why should I? Nothing's as important as the pursuit of strength. But that's
Okay.
enough idle chatter. Take out your sword. My mind is emptied of all but the thrill of the challenge.
You're gonna lose then. I mean, good. Felix wants to talk to us. Next up, anyone want to chat? No one wants to chat with us. Good. So today is practically going to be spent feeding my units or feeding my students, and then we'll decide what's going on with who I want to bolster my relationship with. Because there are a few characters I want to, but it's also like it depends on how everything plays out for us. 3 turnips, not that much. Great. Get more turnips in there. No point cultivating because we get nothing for the rewards.
Okay.
Manuela. I just want to make sure I'm not going nuts. Today's special. Let's go Leonie and Marianne. Oh, we have 5 units now. Interesting.
I like this dish. It was my father's favorite.
That's good.
That looks delicious. Goddess forgive me, I've just got to indulge.
I mean, as long as you two enjoy it. Yeah, I should feed my students, so let's go Mercedes and Annette.
Today's dish was so good. Oh, but not as good as your homemade sweets, Mercy. You're too kind. Maybe I'll bake some for you next time, Professor.
That sounds nice. Thank you for your thought and your gesture. Ash is fine. I just want to make sure everyone else is fine. For what I could see, yeah, Sylvain. Crap. Well, actually, Sylvain could work for what I want to do. Sylvain could have Lawrence. I'm gonna spread myself thin for a bit, but I should be able to counteract what I'm doing for a bit.
Professor. I did not expect much from the.
I hope I don't disappoint. I'm trying to make sure that all you guys are acknowledging me and also getting along with one another. Okay, it's not good. You two gonna hang out together today.
Ooh, this is my favorite. I think I...
Yeah, just you two eat it. Also, I need to double check my supports with everyone. Oh, they already have a support. We don't order that unless they're in our class, sadly. So who can we get in on this? Lycidia and let's go Hanneman.
Lycidia, do you like this kind of food? How is the seasoning? Is it hot enough?
Hey, the professor is right here. Can you please stop paying me so much attention? Thanks.
I feel like Hanneman, without trying, is like that, like, over-carrying grandfather. It's kind of sweet, in a way. Oh, Lycidia wants to talk to us. Okay, cool. Lycidia, Marianne. I mean, you get Leonie to like us, so, I mean, I could just go shower her with gifts. I think I'm gonna do that, actually. So, let's go find Leonie, because I know at a certain point, the cutoff point for Leonie is actually pretty tight now, if I remember correctly. Also, I just want to double check, do we have any relationship with Rhea? Not really. I won't worry about Rhea, because Rhea, although is important, like, to some degree, her relationship stuff will do on, like, a New Game Plus mode if we have to. Because I think, like, next chapter, roughly, we're gonna, like, hit a cutoff point with her. So this is just more or less to confirm that we're gonna be doing just fine.
Well...
So Lycidia wants to talk to us, this is great.
Hey, did you hear? If he's a villain...
Ancient Coin... Do you like...
Wow!
Okay, you do like that. Is that enough for you to enjoy my company? Nope.
Hey, if he's a
I'll give you another one.
Wow!
Why don't you enjoy talking to me?
Hey, if he's a villain...
Here, take Ancient Coin. You probably don't like it. Is now enough. Still no.
Hey,
Great.
did you hear? If he's...
Oh, I mean, might as well try to recruit you.
Hey, I hope we get a chance to... I know I'm in a different...
Yeah, you're not carrying. I know it's based off your relationship with them also. There's like certain things you could bypass if you have certain relationships.
Really?
So Hammond's over there. You're over here.
You'd best. Need something, Professor? Until then?
Okay, yeah. You just want me to be a little bit higher in levels. Which we'll get done next week if we can help it.
Fighting to stop. Training has given me but you have given me intrigue.
Okay, yeah, you're nowhere remotely close to our level. Oh, we never asked, Ignatz if he wants to join us. I don't think so. Ignatz is actually kind of hard to... Also, we haven't spent a lot of time with Ignatz now that I think about it.
What? Here's a thought. With the whole monastery preparing for the goddess's rite of rebirth this month, it feels like everyone's a little on edge. Ah, Professor. What an honor that you would come and talk to me. I'd like to learn more about you. Maybe someday you can add me to your class.
Yeah, that's your polite way of saying, nah, I'm good. Authority? I did not think he liked authority. Okay, cool. I mean, I'm not really concerned at this point. Sylvain, you're a part of our class. Caspar, what about you, buddy?
Hey, Professor. I was just, do you know the only one? Hey, Professor. Here to know?
Nope. You don't care. Strength and brawling. Ferdinand, you're next. Just gonna make my rounds at this point.
I will. Oh, Professor. Well,
Yep. You and your nobility. This is Ingrid. Oh, I thought Lycidia, I thought, Annette was an item.
Huh? York?
However,
Yeah, you don't care. I'm pretty sure at this point no one's gonna really care about my class.
Okay?
The goddess, could it be? It would seem that your reputation is, it's a shame.
Yep. So my last ditch effort would probably be Lycidia this time.
Sorry.
Bows and strength. Okay.
Professor.
Ariane or Lycidia, you're pretty much like my only hope at this point. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
So,
What about you, Raphael?
Good to see you, Professor. I was just on my way.
Yep, you want nothing. Heavy armor and strength. I thought he was brawling.
Is it?
We don't have enough
I
authority
do
for you.
find you very.
Yep, definitely not enough authority. It's fine. To be fair, it's easier to manage a smaller class anyways, so I'm not really concerned if we get or
I
not.
don't know who's to blame for all. Yes, I'm actually.
Oh, Lycidia, what the hell?
It seems. Oh, Professor.
Marianne?
Hello. Excuse me.
Okay. Riding the magic. Cool. Stats that I can't gain as a Myrmidon. That's fine. We'll get there eventually. The reason I wanted to make sure all my class was fed is because of this. So first off, who needs what? Ingrid, you're fine. You're more of an experimental. You two are fine. Sylvain's fine. Ash, I could use a little more experience with, because I want Ash to be a certain type of class. But I'll think about that on Ash's part. Felix is fine. Dedu, you're fine. And Dimitri, you're probably going to get your classes regardless if I train you or not. The one thing I really got to train Dimitri in is riding. Let's go with Ash, just because I want to get him into a very particular unit.
That's You're making me...
Good. Learn faster.
That's a relief. This will be you.
That will be useful for you. Sylvain, I definitely want you to learn a lot more reason.
Alright, that's enough.
No, it's never enough
Hey,
praise. You
that
must
was-
learn faster, harder, better, stronger.
Got it. Good to.
Okay, you got fire now.
Hey, that was useful. I thought this was a test.
Okay, that's not bad for Sylvain's gains. Annette, you're kind of just the one I'm going to probably hammer in a bit.
I learned a lot.
That you did. And you got recover. That's going to be definitely good for if I have you in a very bad particular situation I can get you out of. As for Ingrid could kind of not do a whole lot besides learning how to fling Faith.
That was just.
Because, like, I don't really need Ingrid to learn anything in particular right now. It's just more or less what do I want people to start becoming better with. Felix will get you better in Faith, too.
This could be useful. Quite
There you go, Felix. And we're good.
Professor.
You want to become a warlock? Sure. I approve. Lycidia wants to talk to us. Okay.
Honestly, what do they all take me for? I'm fine. Perfectly and completely fine. It's hardly different from daytime. I'm not scared.
Oh, Lycidia.
Ghost!
Calm down, Lycidia.
Hang on. Professor? Is that you? Oh, well, good evening.
Where are you heading? What are you doing, Lycidia?
Oh, I left something in the dining hall, so I'm on my way to fetch it. But you don't need to come with me or anything like that. I'm fine on my own. Really.
I wasn't planning on it realistically.
You weren't? Oh, apologies for making an assumption.
I mean, are you scared though?
Everyone I come across asks if I'd like some company. They all seem to think I'll be scared wandering alone at night. So rude and presumptuous, you know? I'm perfectly capable of being on my own.
Alright, night then.
Hey, Professor, wait!
You are scared, just admit it.
to the dining hall, shall we? To be abundantly clear, this has nothing to do with my non-existent fear of ghosts.
You know what, Lycidia? I'm happy.
Oh, you must be bored. Fantastic then.
A little tired, but I mean bored all the same, yeah.
Do you mind, filling the void with some chatter? Some find silence to be a bit unsettling after all.
At this time of night? Yeah, I would find that unsettling as all heck. What do you want me to say?
Okay, I confess, I am scared of ghosts. The monastery is unnerving to me at night.
Okay.
So, can we talk about something, please? Anything. I've noticed for quite some time now, you treat all your students equally, don't you?
Try to.
You've never treated me differently simply because I'm younger than the others. And I've always appreciated that.
I mean, that's good for you. You're younger? Couldn't tell at this
Isn't
point.
it rather obvious? I'm roughly 2 to 3 years younger than the rest of the class. Have you just not been paying close enough attention to those you teach? That's poor form for a professor. Oh, there! I found what I was looking for.
Lycidia, I'm sorry, but who are you to judge us? Who are you to judge us in that case? You're the one, I want to stand on my own 2 legs! And it's like, cool. Don't lecture us. Okay, that's done. And that's
It's
got
all coming together.
Monster Piercer. Okay.
I've deepened my understanding.
Breaker and
There's so much left to learn.
authority, reason. So everyone's pretty much good for this part. Here's the validated question. I know we have supports, but they're not from our house, right? Oh, we have a couple supports, actually. Crap. That's fine. I just wanted to make an validation of how high the game wants us to be. 7 or higher. Okay. Okay, that is telling me that we should get our levels up before I run into a mistake. Did Felix max out his... No, he didn't. So yeah, we'll probably take the time to max out characters and stuff. Yeah, and they should all probably be... They should all start being, like, beginner units at this point, too. So, I mean, let's start watching some of the cutscenes, or the support conversations. Ash and Felix are up.
I must have left it in the library. Oh, is that Felix?
Oh, Felix is reading. How unlike him.
Felix, this is a surprise. I didn't think you had much interest in books. I'm already finished with that one. You can borrow it if you'd like. No need. I was just curious who it belonged to. Why not read a few pages at least while you've got it open? I think you'd really like it. The plot is pretty different from a typical knight's tale, but it's still really good. Do you like stories about adventure and chivalry? No, I despise them. Yeah, well, have you tried reading any? You might find them really interesting. I know I do. What do you find so interesting?
Actually, I have a look here myself.
Well, for one thing, the knights in these stories are always gallant and brave. And they always value things like friendship, loyalty, and justice. That's the kind of knight I want to be. Ridiculous.
Okay, I can't explain why.
Loyalty, justice. Only fools allow their lives to be ruled by such nonsense. Fools who get themselves killed for nothing. Only to be celebrated as heroes in books like this. Writers of these stories are worse than tyrants. They seize control of people's thoughts. That's a little much. I was only interested in... I don't care. Such blind enthusiasm is dangerous. Be more moderate in your passions. You know something, Felix?
Come on, Ash.
You are exactly like the knight in this story.
Never mind.
Excuse me? On the surface, he's sarcastic and intimidating, but underneath, he's kind and cares for his friends.
Would you consider
In the
feeling
end,
sarcastic?
They become heroes together and conquer all obstacles. Disgusting. Stop looking at me like that. Oh, see, right there. That's just what I mean. You sound exactly like him. I'm going to lend you this book, really, I insist. Just give it a read, all right? Trust me, and you can tell me what you think when you're done. Why is this happening?
Because you're reading a book. I mean, Ash just wants to be friends. Like, that's not a bad thing, Felix. Annette and Mercedes.
That shopping trip took longer than expected, didn't it, Mercy?
It truly did. You bought just about everything in the place.
You're so good at deciding the best thing to buy. I sort of wanted it all. I mean, not that I was excessive. I think you bought just about as much as I did.
Oh, really? The number of bags you're carrying says otherwise.
What? That's... Oh, fine. You got me. I was just having too much fun. I love shopping with you, Mercy.
I mean, having a good companion helps a lot.
Into town without having to run errands for once.
Isn't it? And I'm pretty confident the professor will forgive our little detour.
I mean, how
This
little
actually
was that
reminds me of going
detour?
to school in Ferdiad.
Me too. It almost feels like that time in our lives was a story from long ago.
So much has changed since then. Oh, but there's at least one thing that hasn't changed.
Me and you, right? We're the same old friends we always were.
That's just what I was about to say.
I've known you so long I can always guess.
Mercy, we'll stay friends like this forever, won't we?
That can change sometimes.
You sound worried.
Since our time in the capital, so much has happened. We've had to make new lives for ourselves, and we've seen at least as many hard times as good. If things keep changing like this, I wonder if we'll be able to stay the same people we are now.
No, but used to be
I wonder that
friends.
too. I don't think everything in the future will be perfect, but it's us. So I'm sure
We'll figure it out together, right?
How did you know what I was going to say?
I mean, you two rub off
Oh,
off on
Mercy,
each other
I can
so
always guess
much.
what you're gonna say.
Oh, it's getting late. We better hurry back before the professor gets angry.
You're right. Run, Mercy!
With all your bags.
Wait for me, Annie. You know I'm not as fast as you.
Run!
I'm sorry, Annette is such a little muffin child. That's probably not the best way of describing it, but like she's like a little freaking baker. And like I guess it helps that I've been like for those who don't know, I've had family stuff in the past recently. And like she really reminds me of some of my family that I have like a very weird attachment to, in the sense of like kinship and whatnot. Kinship? I think I'm saying the wrong words. But it's just like always the active one, always the one looking for adventures and such. And I'm just like, I'm just gonna be here. But it's fun to watch, like, especially if it's like, cause like, oh god, in the time of this recording, it's my baby niece. I hope she doesn't find this video later in her life and like goes, what the hell was my uncle talking about? But no, just, I don't know. It's something about like watching a little baby crawl and stuff. It just kind of lights my day up sometimes. I don't know why I compare that to watching Annette, but that's a phrase that I said, and I kind of regret saying that now. It's gonna make no sense, but it makes sense to me, and that's all that really matters on my end. So, next time on Let's Play Fire Emblem Three Houses, I'm going to cut it a little short, just because we got to do a lot of prep work for the battle that's going to be coming up on the 26th of this month. And then I'm pretty sure we have freedom. We have freedom mostly, I would hope. So, I will probably do some grinding off camera. Like, I'll start doing it, but I'll show you guys like a generic rundown of it. I'll see you guys on the next part of Let's Play Fire Emblem Three Houses. See you guys later.